Do you have the financial information you need to be safe and secure in this financial reality? Coming up next, true financial insider, Matt Rettick. What is the truth about what's really going on in the financial world that we live in today? And how can we protect ourselves and our families against the unexpected things that seem to be happening every single day? Well, my guest today is best-selling author Matt Rettick, and he's here to help us navigate this crazy financial world that we live in. Matt, thanks for being here.
Kristen, I'm excited to be here as well.
So you talk a lot about the new financial reality.
Right.
What is it?
Oh, boy. In my book, all the rules have changed. What you must do to succeed in the new financial reality is so imperative today because we are under a new financial reality. And I define that as the four main pillars of our financial future is crumbling today. Being pension plans are gone, Social Security is unstable, the stock market's unreliable, and home equity is unpredictable. And along that, we have a brand new fifth pillar that's rising higher and higher to overshadow everything else, and that is that we're living longer as a nation today. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, we have more people entering the 80s, 90s, and 100 mark than ever before in history. So the old fear of dying shortly after retirement has been replaced by the fear of outliving our assets.
And that can be scary. I mean, I think that anyone who is the breadwinner for their family and they're managing the finances is looking at that pot of money that's shrinking and saying, what am I going to do? Is my family financially safe?
Yeah, they're realizing because of the home equity upside down and people losing their mortgages and the stock market being so volatile the last 15 years, no one's making money. They're just getting back what they lost in 08 and 09, what they lost in 2000, 2001. Pension plans, again, are kind of non-existent. Social Security is going to have to raise limits or lower benefits. So it's really important that all of us take upon ourselves the duty to safeguard and build a financial future and nest egg that we control.
Now, Matt, you come from inside the financial services industry. Can people find good advice in the financial services industry these days? It seems like there's a lot of conflicting guidance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I've been in financial services for 24 years, and I recently read a survey that said that Americans view financial advisors below attorneys and used car salesmen now. So that's not very good information.
Sorry.
Yeah, not me personally, but our industry, and it's our own fault because there's been so much greed, so much misinformation, so much biased information. That's why I wrote this book, to help consumers to understand what is good information, unbiased information, and to be able to check things out themselves and make good decisions to become what I call a savvy investor and a smarter consumer.
So someone is sitting at home. I mean, they're watching this and they're thinking, I really don't know if my family is financially safe. I don't know what the future holds for me. Where can they get started today? What are a couple steps they can take to build that security around themselves?
Well, that's one of the things that we talk about in my book is the checks and balances financial success system, what we call the No Check Act decision-making process, which can help to build that financial fortress around you, your money, and your family. So it's really a step-by-step process, but it's looking at things like how much debt do we have? Am I saving anything? Do I have an emergency fund? Am I consistently putting money away for the future, my retirement? Do I have the proper insurance to protect myself from the unexpected things that happen? And do I have the legal documents in place in case something happens to me or my spouse? So it's kind of a step-by-step process, and that's what I really outline in the book itself.
It sounds like a lot to think about. I mean, if you're busy in your life and you're raising your kids or running your business, I mean, that was a pretty big list. How do you break it down?
It's like eating an elephant. It's one bite at a time. And so it's a journey. It doesn't happen overnight. But I know, because I personally lived through being years and years ago, for probably 12 years, I was totally broke, debt up to my eyeballs. I used to say I had so much debt I couldn't see over the edge of it. So you can get yourself out, and I have done it myself. The book talks about my journey, and I really want to give people encouragement and hope that no matter where you are right now, that you can get yourself out and be financially free one day. It's not just a dream, it's a reality that it can happen.
You talk a lot about building a financial fortress, and I love that imagery. What does a financial fortress look like?
Well, a financial fortress, it is kind of like a castle with a moat around it so the enemy can't attack you. It's things that encompass like a reduction of debt or no debt at all. You are saving consistently for an emergency fund, maybe a vacation fund, retirement fund, kids' education. You are investing money for the future for your retirement. again, you have the proper insurances, you have the proper legal documents in place, and you're really able to enjoy life and to be financially free.
And sleep.
Yeah. Being able to sleep all night long, no matter what the stock market does, is something everybody dreams, and it can become a reality. And one of my chapters talks about stop losing money in the market, capture your gains. And there are specific products and vehicles that can capture your gains and not participate when the market loses 30, 40, 50%.
Absolutely. Matt Rettick, best-selling author. Congratulations, by the way. Thank you for being here with us. All the rules have changed. What you must do to succeed in the new financial reality. So thank you very much.
Thank you for the invitation, Kristen.